Hi, and welcome back. We're here with Dave Bickford and Lou Kennedy, and we're going to be talking about a subject that I think is on everyone's mind today. That's the use of marijuana and the legalization. So first, let's get right into it and talk to Lou a little bit. Lou, you had an experience recently that probably wasn't too pleasant with you, was it?
No, not at all. Not at all. We were sitting at home, and we had a very unfriendly knock at the front door, and my house was, I guess you could say, raided. And I guess they're trying to charge me with cultivation of cannabis, which, when they did raid my house, there was no cultivation going on other than my tomatoes, my pineapples.
And that's what we understand is that they really only found a small amount of marijuana. Actually, there were two other raids that day.
Rather large ones.
Rather large ones. Yours seemed to be, kind of small in comparison. But they did try to get you, or you actually have been charged with cultivation.
That is correct.
Which means that you would have been growing marijuana in your home.
That is correct.
But there were no plants found.
None whatsoever.
Okay. No. So they didn't find but a small amount of marijuana.
That's correct.
No plants, although you have the equipment to grow marijuana if you wanted to, the hydroponic equipment, correct?
Which is not illegal to possess. It's sold in any grow supply store. The nature of what we use it for is to grow our own vegetables. I mean, fruits, vegetables, things of that nature, house plants, you name it, anything that I can try and grow in them units.
So Lou, you don't really have anything against pot, obviously. I mean, you do smoke, and I guess you can't answer that, but we'll just say that there's a preponderance of evidence that maybe you do smoke pot. Okay, let's just get your opinion about it. I mean, it's been around for years, for centuries, correct?
It's been around since, from what I understand, 2900 BC for medical reasons, and it's only the 1990s when we realized that the brain can actually process it for medical reasons. Most of my life, yes, I've been pro-marijuana, and not because I was just some pothead on the streets, but I knew plenty of people up where I grew up from that even early on, before the facts were out, you knew it was helping them. Glaucoma has been a common use for medical marijuana for as long as I can remember, back in the 70s. So yeah, when it comes to medical marijuana and activists and fighting for our rights, and that's basically what this is, it's our right, yeah, I'm all for it, and I'll do whatever it takes. So,
well, let's touch on the criminal aspect of it again, though. I mean, a lot of people are still, they're angry that so many people go to jail left and right for having a little bit to whatever amount, but they're ended up spending maybe months or years in jail, or losing jobs, or losing everything because of a little bit of marijuana. And people are saying the jails are overcrowded. We're wasting too much taxpayer money on it, is what the complaint is. Do you believe that this needs to be completely legal? I mean, is there, you'll have people who oppose it who say it's just, it causes brain damage. I mean,
there's no evidence. There's no evidence. I mean, I read an article today that marijuana-related deaths, there's a few out there, but the only reason is because they died from other causes and had marijuana in their system. That's it. I've never heard of anybody going out, smoking a joint, and then robbing 7-Eleven because they were fiending for another joint. Never heard of it. Never heard of anybody smoking a joint, getting behind a wheel, or killing anybody. When it comes to decriminalizing it, we waste way too many tax dollars on the pursuit of justice, I guess you can call it, when it's really not justice, because like you had mentioned, the court costs, the fines, probations, the problems it causes with your employment socially. I mean, I'm living it. I'm living it right now.
So what about the people who say that this is we're paying for the drug cartels? How do we regulate that? How do we stop murderers lining the pockets of murderers in other countries? Is this a valid complaint of the people who oppose legalizing it?
I'm not too sure about that. I really can't touch much on that. my opinion of cartels is completely different. Yeah, there needs to be some kind of control when it comes to that, and I'd have to say we could probably save that for a whole nother show. So that's just a big subject when it comes to fighting the cartels.
Right.
Regulation, yes, I do believe it should be regulated. You shouldn't be able to just walk over to the cigarette vending machine and drop $1.50 in and get a pack of marijuana. No, I don't want to see that. I would love for it to be used for recreation, but unfortunately we do live in a society where it will be abused.